Kia ora and welcome back to another one of our videos. As you can see, it's pretty grey, there's lots of bugs about, there's lots of untamed natural beauty around, which can only mean one thing, that we are in the west coast of New Zealand. So we're currently at the Coal Creek Falls track, which is meant to be a lovely swimming spot and a beautiful waterfall. So come along with us and see what we can find on the way. Yeah, that was a lovely little walk. About half an hour there, half an hour back. Just steady up and down, so anyone can do it really. We're still on the quest for some blue mushrooms, we haven't found any. So the hunt continues. Okay, so we are now at Punakaiki, where hopefully we're going to see some really interesting rock formations and even a blowhole. So it's just a little loop track, and we're surrounded by some lovely flats, and the sun has come out. Who'd have thought? The West Coast, eh? So about 30 million years ago, this was all underwater. Gradually lots of shells and mineral deposits have created a really unique staggering of the rock, hence the name pancake. So for day 2, we decided to do something really, really cool. We went cave rafting in a little village called Charleston. Renowned for its gold rush in the late 1800s, it is now known for its extensive limestone cave networks and river rafting. Although we did have a waterproof camera, we didn't have a harness for it, so these clips are courtesy of Julie and Mark on YouTube. This is honestly one of the coolest things we've ever done. And then you start exploring the cave. But instead of walking back, we hopped on some rubber rings and rafted our way back along the river. The highlight was definitely the glowworm ceiling, as well as the ice cream we had at the end. And we don't usually show our accommodation as we sleep in the car, but this place was super special. It was an off-grid beach hut hidden in some cliffs with an extra special co-host called Georgie. For the price we paid, it was a wonderful place to stay, and if you ever fancy something a little niche, then we definitely recommend the old slaughterhouse in Hector. Good morning and welcome to day 3 of our little West Coast road trip. We are here this morning at the charming Creek Walkway. Our aim for this walk is to get to a really nice waterfall at the end, but we have ventured further and further into gold mining territory. So contrary to what I'm wearing, it's actually a really, really warm day, but we are also in bug territory. And also, the most important thing, it is Ed's birthday today! Woo, say hi, Ed!
Hello!
You've got the strap on, so you can't say hi.
I've got the strap on. There you go, old mining stuff already.
Yeah, so far the whole walk, there's just been
Bits of metal
strewed about everywhere. So really cool, because especially last century? In the late 1800s anyway, this area was very popular compared to what it is now, instead of just being a very quaint. Ed's walking backwards, it's quite impressive actually.
Lots of cicadas and birds. because you picked up a stinky snail.
You went, ugh, and then panned to me.
Ooh. Welcome to another day on the west coast. Yesterday we didn't end up doing any more walks because the one we did took us a bit longer than we thought, so we just chilled out in the evening, had a pizza, got to bed early, and here we are at the start of the heapy track at Hi. We're on this lovely bridge. We're headed up that way to Scott's Beach, so about an hour or so that way, and on the return leg there's a Nickel Palm walk that we're going to be doing as well. Come with us and enjoy the views. Run!
We've officially been to the most
northerly point of the west coast.
The most northerly part of the west coast. So we quite literally drove to the end of the road and we couldn't go any further. Let's go see some arches. Do you want to give a mushroom update on our quest for blue mushrooms?
No blue mushrooms. They're more likely in April apparently, and it's not been very wet, and obviously mushrooms like wet, so... Welcome to another day on the west coast. We are on the Chasm Creek Walkway, just outside of Mokahinui, I think that's how you say it. And we found this big railway tunnel. At night you can see glowworms, we're very unlikely to during the day because there's just going to be a bit too much light. But come with us and venture into the dark.
We've broken down, so Ed is filling up the car, and once we turn it back on, we don't know if the codes are going to come back up or if we can make it back home without paying an $800 tow. I have a feeling they're going to come back on though. We see. So our week-long road trip was cut a little short. If the car hadn't betrayed us, we would have spent the night in Punakaiki and wandered along the Truman Track during low tide, and then we would have spent the day exploring Lake Brunner. But we still managed to tick everything off on our bucket list while on the northwest coast. It's such an underrated part of the country, so if you like untamed wilderness, lakes, forests, dramatic coastlines, you name it, the west coast literally has everything. Just bring lots of bug spray as the sandflies can be horrendous at times. But thanks for watching and we'll catch you in the next one.